How to find a good photography mentor and work successfully with one. In my early days of learning photography, I watched countless of free video tutorials on YouTube but was yet still confused by photography. Most of my students said they experienced the same thing. They often buy a camera, watch 2 hours of YouTube videos, but still don't know what to do when it comes to photography. They often feel overwhelmed by all the information that they got. Some of them even told me that they felt learning photography is like drinking water from a hose. Now, watching free YouTube videos can be helpful, but if you think about it, can the videos tell you specifically what you need for your current specific situation? How about the mistakes that you are making? And how can you improve upon it? Of course not, and this is why you need a good photography mentor if you want to learn photography quickly and efficiently. From my personal experience, one thing that really helped skyrocket my photography learning is having a good mentor. What is a mentor? A mentor is someone who you respect who's been there and done that. It's different from a teacher in the sense that he or she has accomplished what you want in real life. For instance, if you want to learn about fine art photography, a potential mentor for you is an award-winning fine art photographer whose works have been exhibited in several countries, not a college professor who teach the theory of fine art photography but have very few real-world accomplishments. Now, finding a good mentor is quite a time-consuming process, and you'll have to spend a good amount of money to work with one. I've been in good and bad mentorship programs before, and I'm also a photography mentor myself. To help you out, I'm gonna share some tips on how to find a good photography mentor and how to work successfully with one in this video. So, how do you find a good photography mentor? There are 3 criteria that I use when selecting a mentor. The first criteria is the mentor needs to be interested in your progress. He or she needs to be more interested in taking you to the next level than taking money away from you. A good sign to spot this is to look at his response when you first approach him. If you approach a potential mentor and ask, "Are you willing to be a mentor, or do you have mentorship programs?" and his first answer is, "Yes, I offer it for X dollar per hour," stay away. Okay? Instead, find someone who responds with, "Can you tell me where you are in photography? What do you need help with? Or what are you trying to get from the mentorship program?" Criteria number 2 is the mentor needs to be willing to push you outside your comfort zone. He or she should be not afraid to let you experiment with different things, let you make mistakes, and give you feedbacks on how you are doing and what you can do to improve. You can spot this by looking at his relationships with his students, or even ask his students directly on how things are with their mentorship. Last but not least, the mentor needs to have accomplished what you want to accomplish in the real world. For instance, if you want to be a fashion photographer who works with big brands, find a mentor who is a fashion photographer who works with big brands. If you want to become a National Geographic photographer one day, find a mentor who is currently a National Geographic photographer that's available for mentorship program. Know what you want to become and find one that has done it in real life. We've talked about some ways on how to find good mentors. Now let's talk about 3 ways that you can do to work successfully with your mentor. Tip number 1 is don't just listen to your mentor, take the time to apply it. Your mentor expects you to not only listen to what he has to say, but also take the time to apply it in the real world. A good mentor loves his student to take action. Why? Because your mentor will be able to give you specific, constructive feedback. He will not know what feedbacks to give you if you're not putting the work out there and make the mistakes for him to see. Tip number 2 is be proactive. Your mentor expects you to be proactive. Don't wait for your mentor to babysit you all the time. Take the initiative. Experiment with stuff that you've never done before and show it to your mentor. Tell him what you did and why you did it. Ask your mentor what he thinks of it. Doing this will make your growth in learning photography really fast and make your mentor more passionate to work with you. Tip number 3 is respect your mentor's time. This last tip is very important. Your mentor will usually be busy and have limited amount of time. So it is imperative that you respect his time. Show up on time, do the assigned work and submit for review on time. Be concise and clear with your questions and comments. This will create a statement that you are serious about your growth and you respect his time. And mutual respect is the foundation of a successful mentorship. In this video, we've talked about 3 ways to find a good mentor and 3 ways that you can do to work successfully with one. I hope you can skyrocket your photography learning with these tips, and I wish you the best of luck in finding and working with your ideal mentor. If you want to check out my mentorship program, please check out my Inspira Gallery website. You can find the link on the video descriptions below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this, and I will see you around.